Greetings, parents, students, and families. Thank you for clicking into a video that will explain a few things about the start of the 2019-2020 school year at Desert Shadows Middle School. This video is intended for all families. However, returning 8th grade families may choose to sign off when we approach content that you may have heard before. We'll be clear when we reach that point in the video. Our wish is that you feel confident and welcome each time you walk into your school, Desert Shadows Middle School. Whether you're returning for the 8th grade or joining us for the first time as a 7th or 8th grade student or family, this is your school. Together, we expect to learn a lot, to meet new friends, and to make remarkable middle school memories. My name is Derek Hummert, and I'm your school principal.
And I'm Katie O'Boyle, the assistant principal. We're excited to open another school year with an amazing team of caring and talented teachers, supportive and involved families, and who am I missing?
915 students.
Yes, one of the great things about DSMS is that each year we have hundreds of students and families starting with us in August. Many of you were with us yesterday for Sidewinder Camp, but we have several opportunities to establish yourself here as we approach the first day of school. Today, families had the opportunity to pick up schedules and important information found in first day packets. If you couldn't make it today, packets are available in the main office all week. Also, packet information may be downloaded from a link on this email. Student schedules can be viewed now on Infinite Campus as well.
Apart from the packet information from the school, all families should have received an email invitation from PB Schools to update vital information for your family, including emergency contacts, health office information, and consent forms. Please complete this information today and take your time to see that the information is included is correct, as they may be used for emergency purposes. Look over your schedule carefully. You should have 4 core classes, including a block of English Language Arts, a lunch class, and 2 elective periods. Care was taken to see that students were scheduled into elective classes that were marked on the course selection sheets in the spring. If you see a problem with your schedule, you may reach out to a school counselor with questions. We may have a large number of questions to answer, so I suggest that you use email contacts to communicate with the counselors. Their addresses are in the email that you clicked on to view this video. On Monday, August 5th, from 5 to 7 p.m., our campus will be open for a walkthrough event. Bring your schedule and spend time moving from door to door. You'll gain confidence in moving from class to class on what is a self-guided tour for students and families.
Our teachers will not be here for that evening event of the walkthrough, but you'll still find information at their door about the subject area classes and supply list items. There is an event at our neighboring elementary school you should know about on the same day and approximate time. Their event is from 4 to 6 p.m. Consider arriving a bit later or park in the back parking area to avoid a crowded parking lot. I want to note that our athletic director, Mr. David Moore, will be in the gym during the walkthrough event to answer all questions that families may have about athletic opportunities at DSMS. PTO representatives will be in the media center to highlight their activities and collect donations.
Of course, we do want all families to get an opportunity to meet our teachers. We will and have arranged an event later in August for this purpose. The Curriculum Night event is the first opportunities for families to get face-to-face with your students' teachers. This year, teachers will have had the chance to get to know their students over a couple of weeks before the Tuesday, August 20th Curriculum Night from 6 to 8 p.m. More information on the format of the Curriculum Night will be offered after the start of school. But please save the date of August 20th from 6 to 8, as we hope to connect with all families at this event.
As a result, all students will pick up a green copy of their schedules before the first day of school between 7:25 a.m. and 7:55 on Tuesday, August 6th. We call the green schedules your admit copy schedule because it's your ticket in the door for each of your classes on the first day of school. 7th graders will report to the gym to pick up their admit copy, and 8th graders will report to the cafeteria.
So to be clear, on that Tuesday morning, students will pick up the schedules between 7:25 and 7:55 before the first day of school that Tuesday. Parents, please plan a few extra minutes to allow time for this very important activity. Students who ride the bus to school will have plenty of time to receive a copy of their new schedule, and they should report directly to the gym or cafeteria whenever their bus drops off. Mrs. O'Boyle and I have some further information to offer new families about important school expectations. Because returning families may have heard these topics last school year, you are free to sign off. New families, please stay with us.
Mr. Hummert, would you agree that one of the most common questions we receive is about dress code?
Definitely. Without a question, we know that many families wonder what clothes are acceptable and appropriate to wear at Desert Shadows Middle School.
Although a complete copy of our dress code can be found in our student handbook and will be included in the agenda you receive next Tuesday, we'll cover a couple points that seem to pop up fairly often. Although it's hot, tank tops are not permitted at Desert Shadows. We ask that shoulders are covered at all times, and shirts aren't cut too low or high, exposing the chest or midriff. Also, please no short shorts. Parents should ensure that shorts have a minimum of a 2.5-inch inseam, and that no tears in shorts expose personal areas. When temperatures begin to drop, feel free to wear yoga pants, but if you do, make sure the bottom of your shirt or sweatshirt covers at least down to your thighs.
When it comes to school dress, we want you to be you, but we also want your dress to be reflective of the fact that we come to school each day to learn. As a result, all dress code conversations will begin and end with the philosophy that students should be dressed in a way that's reflective of our emphasis on learning. New families at Desert Shadows Middle School are surprised to learn that we don't have lockers. Without lockers, your backpack becomes your locker.
To keep the weight of your backpack down to a minimum, all students will be given a home or online version of textbooks from their core classes during the first few weeks of school. The books, if issued, will stay at home for the duration of the school year and then returned in May. As a result, lockers are unnecessary.
Except in PE. Students who are involved in PE and after-school sports will receive a locker in the gym where they can keep their uniform and other equipment. Gentlemen, here's a quick bit of advice. Just because you have a locker doesn't mean you need to keep those clothes in your locker all the time. I suggest that you take home your PE uniform frequently to have it washed. We will all appreciate your attention to this task. And speaking of attention and appreciation, it's important that you know information about our electronic device expectations. At DSMS, students can access their smartphone or cell phone devices before school, during lunch, and after school. However, cell phones should be turned off and put away in their backpacks, zipped up, during the other times of the school day. Parents, you always have access to your kids at DSMS by calling the front office. Parents can support our efforts to limit distractions during instructional time by not phoning or texting the child's phone during the school day. If you get a message or call from your student during the school day, they are violating our school policy. We'd like you to discourage this. More than ever, we want to help our students focus on what is being offered in the classroom, free from all distractions that smartphones sometimes demand.
Parents, we love that our students are so proud of their work and their friends and their school. Sometimes they want to post it on social media, but please note that to maintain privacy, we do not allow photos or videos to be taken on campus. Part of having the cell phones away is to discourage students from taking photos and videos. So have that conversation with your child about the power of technology that they use. One of the great resources available at DSMS is Infinite Campus, where all attendance and grade information is stored. Similar to elementary school, if you are in PV, you can use Infinite Campus to check your current grades at any time.
You may have noticed that during the summer hours, our exterior gates were open and you had access to the interior of campus from all directions. The campus will be accessible in a similar way before and after school on a daily basis. You'll see an adult present when the gates are open. However, during school hours, we will have a single entry point that is through the front office lobby. Parents, you are absolutely welcome to join your child on campus for lunch or events. Feel free to visit campus at your convenience. However, we ask that you always check into the front office so that we have a record of visitors to our campus.
Students, to make sure your experience at DSMS is as positive and enjoyable as possible, my greatest advice is get involved. Participate in one or more of our many clubs, activities, field trips, and after-school sports.
Mrs. O'Boyle, I totally agree with you. We know that students who are involved in and proud of their school have a better experience because they meet new people, are excited to come to school each day, and in the end, learn more. Parents, please encourage your kids to get involved. They will not regret it. You'll learn more about these opportunities in my email communications. For new families at our school, our Sidewinder PTO supports our school in incredible ways. Please consider making a donation, reaching out to the leadership, and or attending the August meeting for ways to become more involved. I know this is a long video and a lot of information to take in, but this is a big school with all kinds of opportunities for success. We want you to always be well informed and to feel welcome. On behalf of the entire faculty and staff at Desert Shadows Middle School, welcome to the 2019-2020 school year, and thank you for listening to this important message.